Ang Kamay ng Diyos is an artwork of Filipino painter Gerardo de Leon. The title, which translates to the hand of God, represents the divine intervention and guidance that has shaped the history and the identity of the Filipino people. In context of de Leon's artwork, ang Kamay ng Diyos can be interpreted as a symbol of guiding hand of God that has protected and nurtured the Filipino nation throughout its history. It represents the belief that the Filipino people have been blessed and supported by a higher power, even if face adversity and hardship. In conclusion of the image of the Virgin Mary in Lipa, Batangas. In the title serves as a reminder of miraculous event occurred in 1955, when the image of Virgin Mary appeared to a group of peasants in Lipa. This miraculous event is considered one of the most important religious phenomena in the Philippines and has been subject of numerous miracles and pilgrimage. Ang Kamay ng Diyos can also be seen as symbol of enduring faith, spirituality of the Filipino people, which has played a pivotal role in shaping their history and identity. Despite the many challenges and hardships they face, the Filipino people have consistently turned to their faith for comfort, strength, and guidance. In summary, ang Kamay ng Diyos is an artwork that represents the guiding hand of God and the enduring faith and spirituality of the Filipino people. It serves as a powerful reminder that the role divine intervention and guidance have played in shaping the history and the identity of the Filipino nation.
Saigon is a reference to the Battle of Saigon, which took place in 1975 and marked the end of the Vietnam War. This pivotal event had a profound impact on the geographical landscape of Southeast Asia and the history of the Philippines. The Battle of Saigon was a turning point in the conflict between the United States and North Vietnam. It symbolized the end of foreign domination and the beginning of a new era of independence and self-governance for the Filipino people. The battle was a testament to the determination and resilience of the Vietnamese people who were able to successfully resist the onslaught of the United States and its allies. The significance of the Battle of Saigon lies in its symbolic importance as a turning point in the history of Vietnam and the region. It represented a major victory for the North Vietnamese and the Viet Cong forces, which had been fighting against the South Vietnamese government and its allies, including the United States. The Battle of Saigon also had a profound impact on the Philippines, as it served as a powerful reminder of the country's own struggle for independence and self-determination. The Filipino people, who had long been subjected to foreign domination, saw the victory of the North Vietnamese as a beacon of hope and inspiration. In the context of the Leon artwork, Saigon can be interpreted as a symbol of the end of foreign domination and the beginning of new era of independence and self-governance for the Filipino people. It represents the belief that the people nation has the strength and determination to overcome any obstacle and achieve its goals, just as the North Vietnamese did in the Battle of Saigon. In summary, Saigon is a reference to the Battle of Saigon, which symbolizes the end of foreign domination and the beginning of a new era of independence and self-governance for the Filipino people. It represents the belief that the Filipino nation has the strength and determination to overcome any obstacle and achieve its goals, just as the North Vietnamese did in the Battle of Saigon.
Gerardo de Leon was a prominent Filipino painter and artist who played a significant role in the development of contemporary arts in the Philippines. He was known for his unique style, which combines elements of traditional Filipino art with modern techniques and themes. De Leon's work was characterized by its bold and vibrant color, as well as its use of symbolism and allegory to convey deeper meanings and messages. He interested in exploring the cultural and spiritual heritage of the Filipino people, and his paintings often featured imagery related to Filipino folklore, mythology, and history. One of De Leon's most notable contributions to contemporary arts was his use of religious imagery and themes in his work. He was particularly fascinated by the image of the Virgin Mary and its significance in Filipino culture and spirituality. His paintings often features the image of the Virgin Mary as well as other religious symbols and motifs and were intended to inspire a sense of spirituality and connection to the divine in the viewer. De Leon work also had a significant impact on the development of contemporary arts in the Philippines. He was one of the first Filipino artists to incorporate elements of traditional Filipino art into his work, and his innovative approach helped to pave the way for future generation of Filipino artists. Gerardo de Leon played a significant role in the development of contemporary arts in the Philippines through his unique style which combined elements of traditional Filipino art with modern techniques and themes. His use of religious imagery and themes as well as his exploration of the cultural and spiritual heritage of the Filipino people helped to inspire a new generation of Filipino artists and contributed to the rich and diverse tapestry of in the country.
Natutulog pa ang Diyos ni Lino Broca is a Filipino film released in 1988 directed by Lino Broca. The title, which translates to The God of Lino Broca is Still Sleeping, is a metaphorical expression that encapsulates the essence of the film in its significance. The title suggests that the divine or spiritual forces that are believed to guide and protect humanity are still dormant or asleep. And as a result, the characters in the film are facing various challenges and struggles. The film explores themes such as poverty, injustice, and the exploitation of the marginalized sectors of society. The title also implies that the characters in the film are searching for a higher power or a guiding force that can help them overcome their difficulties. However, this divine or spiritual force seems to be elusive or absent, leaving the characters to fend for themselves in a harsh and unforgiving world. In summary, Natuturo ba ang Diyos ni Lino Broca is a powerful and thought-provoking title that reflects the struggle and challenges faced by the characters in the film, as well as their search for hope and redemption in a seemingly godless world.
Bayan Ko is a Filipino film released in 1984, also directed by Lino Broca. The title, which translates to My Country, is a poignant and powerful expression that encapsulates the essence of the film and its significance. The title suggests that the main character, a poor and marginalized individual, has a deep sense of patriotism and love for their country. Despite facing numerous hardships and injustice, the character loyal devoted to their homeland. The film explores themes such as poverty, exploitation, and the struggles of hardworking class in the Philippines. It portrays harsh reality faced by marginalized sectors of society and their resilience in the face of adversity. The title also implies that the main character's love for their country is a source of strength and hope, even in the darkest of times. It suggests that the character's connection to their homeland provides with the courage and determination to persevere and fight for a better future. In summary, Ang Bayan Ko is a powerful and emotional title that reflects the deep sense of patriotism and love for one's country, as well as struggles and challenges faced by the marginalized sector of the society in the Philippines.
Lino Broca was a pioneering Filipino film director whose gritty realism powerful performances in poignant storytelling brought the struggles of the marginalized to the forefront of popular consciousness. His work influenced the Philippine New Wave movement and contemporary arts more broadly, inspiring a new generation of artists to explore similar themes. Nagbabagang Luha ni Ishmael Bernal is a Filipino film that explores the struggles of the marginalized through the emotional pain and suffering of its main character. Ishmael Bernal, their title represents the collective pain and resilience of the marginalized, and the film serves as a powerful and emotional expression of their struggles.
Pairam ng Isang Umaga, Ishmael Bernal, is a Filipino film that explores the struggle of the marginalized through the main character's sense of responsibility and obligation towards them. The title represents collective debt owed by the marginalized, and the film serves as a powerful and emotional expression of their struggle.
As a Filipino filmmaker, Ishmael Bernal held a mirror of truth to society and the country. For his contemporaries and surely generation of storytellers to come, he served as a testament to how film reflects the psyche of a community and its people. The Beast of the Yellow Night is a malevolent spirit from a 1971 Filipino horror film based on a folklore about a seductive creature that roams forests and mountains, preying on unsuspecting men. It represents the dangers of seduction and the importance of maintaining control and resisting temptation.
Brides of Blood is a 1968 Filipino horror film directed by Eddie S. Romero, based on the works of Filipino writer Dr. Jose Rizal. The film is set in the 19th century and tells the story of a group of women who are transformed into bloodthirsty zombies by a vengeful spirit.
Eddie S. Romero was a prominent Filipino film director and producer who made significant contribution to contemporary arts through his work in horror cinema. His films such as Brides of Blood 1968 and Beast of the Yellow Night 1971 are considered classic of Filipino horror and help establish the Philippines as a hub for horror cinema. His legacy continues to influence and inspire filmmakers and enthusiasts alike. Ibong Adarna is a 1978 Filipino fantasy film based on the epic poem Biyag ni Lamang by Francisco Baltazar. It tells the story of a magical bird that can grant wishes and explores themes of courage, friendship, and the danger of greed. The film is considered a classic of Filipino fantasy cinema and has influenced many other works.
Duende Cristo is a 1979 Filipino drama film based on the life of Jose Rizal, a national hero of the Philippines. It explores themes of patriotism, sacrifice, and the power of one person to inspire and lead the movement. A film is considered a classic Filipino cinema and has influenced many other works, helping to keep Rizal's memory and the message alive.
Manuel Conde was a prominent Filipino film director and producer who made significant contributions to contemporary arts through his work in drama and fantasy cinema. His films such as Ibong Adarna 1978 and Duende Cristo 1979 are considered classic of Filipino fantasy and drama cinema, respectively. Conde's work helped establish the Philippines as a hub for fantasy and drama films and influenced many other filmmakers and works. His legacy continues to inspire and influence contemporary arts.